Hello and welcome to this Gran Turismo race here at Sandegard Road Track A for daily race B, 5-lap race. We're starting at P11 of 15, and away we go now off the rolling start. I haven't done a few races myself. The Toyota GR likes to be compromised very much on the straight, just like there by the Dodge Viper up ahead. Will be very crucial to this race. In the turn one, it's better than Monza T1, a little bit of contact there, but hey, still better than Monza T1. Bit of contact up ahead, and more contact, pinballing around the goes the car there. More contact into this bit. Dodge Viper, someone's in the gravel. Dodge Vipers come together. Ghosting bails me out massively down. I think I get pretty cleanly, but no, Mr. Dragon Ball car just barges his way through. To the end of the first sector. You think the contact's over for now, but the Dodge Viper nearly spun out fully. Give me a little shot in the rear, but it's enough to propel me up to P8, and that Dodge Viper's trying to go around, down my inside I should say, but I leave him enough space there. Might back out of the move, but we are coming up to a hairpin, so he is alongside. He's got a 5-second time penalty, you might notice. And Dragon Ball car just bashes into him, he loses it, and bashes into me, and I drop down pecking order quite a bit. The pursuit now for essentially P8 as the Dodge Viper got barged into as a 5-second time penalty. He won't be in contention of this at all as he's approaching. Defends the inside line pretty smartly there, but brakes way too late, allowing me to potentially make it 3 wide nearly. It isn't, but anyway, that P8. Well, there it is now, as Aston Martin spun out there. It's a very interesting first lap compared to the usual first lap, or the first turn, I should say, on daily race C. Now, if you're, I have done a race on daily race C, and I've got it recorded. If you are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. Contact smoke up ahead of someone in the gravel, so P8 is going to turn into P7, I should say. The Dodge Viper. I think the Dodge Viper for this race, having run about like 3 races on it, is the meta. I look for a move down on the BMW Dragon Ball car, but it's not come to anything, and I nearly rear-ended him as I completely missed my braking zone, allowing the car behind me, who, to be fair, has done a pretty good job of recovering, to nearly overtake me again. And as you can see, he's another Dodge Viper, so I think Dodge Vipers for this track car combo is the way to go. However, I'm able to hold my own in the Toyota, thankfully. As the Viper behind tries to go for it, and if you look down to my screen there, another Dodge Viper just turns in out of nowhere. There's a bit of contact, and I weren't expecting it. He's out of nowhere and just barges his way through. Now, this is the same Dodge Viper. He looks down the inside and just turns into the Quattro there, or the Audi. That might not be a Quattro, it says a Quattro, but not. Nissan Skylander pretending to be an Audi Quattro. I think that's a crime punishable by Monza T1. But anyway, I digress. At my poor attempt at making jokes and being funny. Back down to P7. Looking for P6. We get a good exit out of this little right-hander, which we don't. We lose the rear end, but we do have the slipstream as we come across the line now for lap 3 of 5. And I personally think this is a grand overtake. What I do here, late on the brakes, down the inside. What a move there, me. Cover off the apex there as well. Not allow any run. We've got to be cautious there because he's only about 2 tenths behind me. And what do I go and do? Miss my braking, overshoot it, go wide. But thankfully, we park it on the apex and then nearly spin out. But thankfully, we have maintained P6, and at P5, the Dragon Ball car is only a second and a half up the road. But we've got to deal with a Dodge Viper who does like to get the elbows out if needed. Viper overtaking me there, but I gained the slipstream coming up to the hairpin, so So I move down the inside, which he's failed to protect. Oh wait, yeah, I will. I get the move done down the inside. We're going to be side by side in the same section, but he backs out of it. Or not. You're looking at the radar, but I'm just about ahead, and I think he just backs out of it slightly. We're back up to P6. Now on pursuit for P5. Nearly touch the wheels on the grass there, which I can tell you from doing daily race C quite a bit, is a killer. Again, Dodge Viper on the straight, and just through that last section there. Very good, as he's literally gained on me there. But I cover off the inside just in case. Hit the brakes, scuffed exit there. But the Dodge Viper, if you look on the little screen there, did get a little bit loose, allowed me to get off the hook, you might say. Again, a little bit of late braking. Again, the rear end just steps out a little bit, but we actually keep it on the circuit and actually keep it on the apex, and we've gained through that first section nearly a second. Although the Dodge Viper is now on me. So he's going to look down the inside, but he backs out of it when he might be looking for a run on exit, possibly. Which, no, he doesn't get, but he would have got the run out of exit, but never mind. We are significantly closer to P5. However, the Dodge Viper gets the elbows out as I'm blocking the inside, a bit of contact there. If I block that anymore, I'm ruining my own race. But I'll give him props for that. He's made it stick as well. So we're back down to P7. However, if the Viper and the Dragon Ball BMW can battle each other out and slow each other down, this can mean I can pick up the scraps and get P5, which would be pretty good for this. Although the Dodge Viper goes on the grass, it gets a little bit loose, but I keep it on the outside. He's got the inside, but he backs out of it, falling back into line, and we are really close now to P5, and just up the road past P5 is P4. So depending on what can happen here with P4, if he has a penalty, if he has another penalty or has a huge mistake, we could be looking for P4. Across lap now for the final lap of this 5-lap race, gaining on P5, but P4, the Dodge Viper is gaining on me. I cover the inside, so does the BMW, and the Viper gets the exit. He gets a little squirmish there, but we have gained significantly, where you could say we could go for a move at some point during the lap. Viper, a bit wide there, as you look at the little my mirror screen essentially in this car, and we have gained massively out of the twisty left-right into the sweeping hairpin we go. Into the wall goes the BMW, forces me around the outside, which is a huge mistake as I've got the momentum, and that will be P5. But the Viper is close behind, fighting the BMW. Viper in the little rear view there, into the wall. Here comes the BMW. Won't be enough. It's all going to come down to how I do in this final section here. Into this little section again. Brake a bit earlier because I don't need to push really. Just make it through clean. I got to guard the inside from the BMW. He's going to try to cut back. He's going to try to switch through. I think no, he doesn't. He makes contact. Off he goes, and that's going to solidify a P5 finish. Round the final little bend for the final time, and it will be P5, and that will cap off a massive, like a monumental drive for me there. The car spun out to the finish line. I think that's one of the finest drives I've ever had on this game. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.